connect and talk about some hot topics. And I know a few of you don't know each other, so let's just go around and introduce ourselves real quick.
Sure. So I'm Michelle Ghilotti, and I'm known as a Couture Brand Creator. So I help women entrepreneurs with their brands, really helping them get clear on their messaging.
I'm Brittney Castro, and I'm the founder and CEO of Financially Wise Women. I'm a certified financial planner and help women create a financial plan that allows them to use their money to live their dream life.
Beautiful.
I'm Monick Halm, and I'm of Alchemy School. I'm a money creativity coach. I help women shift their relationship to money so they can bring in more and feel better about it when they do.
Beautiful. And I'm Kim Somers Egelsee, and I am a best-selling author, speaker, and life coach, and TV host of Passion, Power, Confidence. So what I really want to talk about is I run into so many women and men, actually, that feel like they don't deserve money. They don't know how to live a life where they have money just flowing in and feel comfortable with that. And I wanted to kind of know your take on that. Like, what's your take on that, Brittney?
It's something that affects a lot of people, and I think this idea of money flowing to us, you know, one thing I always say is money is a currency, which means current, which means it comes in and it goes out.
Like energy, right?
Energy, and the more capacity we have to hold it and manage it, the more it can come, and as long as we know we're putting out good value and work in the world, we deserve it. We deserve abundance. We deserve prosperity. But it is something, like in my industry, the financial industry, it's not talked about as enough, and that's really something I offer, because it's one thing to learn how to manage money and invest your money, but if you're not even bringing in enough money, then everything else becomes so much more difficult.
Yeah, and why, I mean, what do you think is blocking people?
Well, I think a lot of people have these beliefs around money that a lot of times are subconscious, so they want money but then think wealthy people are
like over here?
Not even over there, but money's the root of all evil. Yeah. Wealthy people are greedy or selfish, or if I have too much money, I won't know who my real friends are. Or there are all of these beliefs that people have around money that if you have them, you self-sabotage so that you're not going to be a greedy person. You're not going to be a selfish person. You're not going to be somebody who doesn't know who their real friends are, because that's not who you want to be. So a lot of the work has to be around reconciling your beliefs, having beliefs that are more empowering, and relationship with money that will allow that in. But I think those beliefs really do block it from coming in.
Yeah,
easily.
got it. And that reminded me, it's funny, I was on her show, and it reminded me of a saying, I love saying, money is the root of all miracles. And if you shift to that, it's like, well, yeah, of course, because then you can do anything you want and help whoever you want, and possibilities are endless. And if you choose, those people with those beliefs, if they choose to shift it and do good, positive things with it, then the beliefs are going to shift that much quicker, you know?
Exactly.
And with branding, I think one of the biggest things with people is they don't exactly know what branding is, and everyone wants it and thinks they're doing it right.
So branding, and it's true, even to me, so I grew up in the industry, you know, since I was 21 years old, so it's been about 20 years. And even to me, somebody who teaches it, somebody who speaks about it, somebody who writes about it, the word branding, even the word marketing, the word, what's the other one? Anyway, it doesn't really connect with us. It's like, what do those words really mean? So I completely agree. One of the things that I always, that I teach is that branding is really just about humanizing your business. So it's if we're trying to humanize a business, we're really then, you know, asked to infuse it with feeling. So wherever we are in our businesses, you know, whether we're, you know, talking or thinking about social media, or we're, you know, we want to do more blog posts, or, you know, whatever it is, anything that communicates who we are to the world, we really need to make sure to infuse feeling into it. So the way that I teach my clients to do that is first get very clear on what your purpose in this business is. And a lot of times that purpose is the feeling that you want to leave the world with when you're gone. Yeah. So that's a feeling word. Same thing with the transformation that you give to your clients. That's a feeling word. Same thing with your core value. That's a feeling word. So little by little, we start to know and feel how to do that more. It's all about feeling that.
Yeah. I know Maya Angelou says people will forget what you say, they'll forget what you do, but they'll never forget how you make them feel.
I got goosebumps.
And I think it is so important that you think about how, you know, what are the 3 or 4 ways you want to leave people feeling when they're interacting with your brand.
Yeah. Well, so one of the last things I really think is the most important for all of us to learn from each other, and this is another thing, you probably see it too, is that people are afraid to own it and own who they are, just have that confidence and really just be comfortable in their own skin and not be so worried about pleasing everyone. And that's what I just love to teach people. So I want to know from each of you how you do that.
Mm-hmm. You know, we were talking about this earlier because it's almost too good to be true, but the more just of yourself you are in business, the more successful you'll be. Mm-hmm. And I've just had now proof of that. So I just think of anything I'm going to do, I ask myself, is this fun? Will I have fun doing this? And if so, I do it. If not, I'm like, nope, it's not for me. And that helps me just shine and show up as myself so much. And, you know, I still have that little voice saying, oh, maybe you should be more professional, or maybe you should keep it in a little. But at the end of the day, when I just come back to, if this is my last day on the planet, do I want to be hiding myself? No, I want to just show up and say yes to whatever it is, the world, and have fun and make life enjoyable. And when I remember that, then it allows me to keep that voice quiet and shine and be whoever I am in that moment.
Yeah, and I think I see that in you do that on social media so well, because so many people will think, oh, I'm in finance, I better be really serious, and she'll post dance videos.
And that was helpful for me to get over it, because I had been trained to think in a certain way, and I had to, it took me like, and I'm still doing it, right? But it took me a good 2 years to detox from this mindset of how I should be in that industry. Mm-hmm. And then, I just started throwing up these dance videos, and then people started liking them, and I'm like, oh, that's so weird. This is what I do all day long. And the moment I just decide to share it, people are all about it, and it's so fun, though.
Yeah, because most people aren't daring to just do that and put themselves out there. Yeah, and what about you, Michelle?
For me, it's about, alignment is about really matching up what you do, say, and show, matching up all of those things. So that's actually the simplest definition sometimes that I give of branding is, you know what, it's just about what you do, say, and show. It's like, it's the addition of what you do, say, and show, and that's what comes, across as like a particular impression. So for me to be myself, I feel like, all of those, the positive thoughts and all of those things that I have in my mind or see in my mind's eye of my success, of where I'm going in life, all of those, I just try and really make sure that they're matching my words, that they're matching the, with the people that I'm reaching out to, with the things that I'm writing, with the things that I'm teaching my son. So for me to be me, it's that. It's like matching what I have in here with everything that I do in life. So really watching, speaking of mindset, really watching what is in, what's on loop.
Yeah, and walking your walk.
Yes, it's about the mindset. My work with my clients and as well with myself is a lot of it is around the beliefs that that I've had around what is being success. Mm-hmm. What does that mean? A lot of women, especially, they think they have to be really corporate or manly, or they have to be, or that if they aren't successful, they're bitchy or aggressive, or all of these, there's a lot of negative connotations that people have around what it means to be a successful woman and what it takes to get there. But if you can shift those and realize that it is more about, success is about having fun along the way. Success is about being yourself. Success is about being able to be completely yourself and then attract who you want to you because you're being you. Mm-hmm. And shifting that belief, I think that's the way to truly become successful, and getting those other beliefs, those who I should be's out of the way.
Yes, and I agree. I always tell people there's probably going to be as many as 60% of people that don't like you sometimes. I mean, you'll go somewhere, voting for president, you see that even. But the 40% who do are the ones that matter and who are magnetized to you and meant to be in your life. So that's who you need to focus on and not go, ooh, what am I going to do and people please for these people. No. Focus on the ones that are embracing you and accepting you for you being yourself. Beautiful. Well, I think before we go in, Brittney should show us a dance move. Okay, so come on. What do you think?
I always do this. Yeah.
Do it, Brittney.
Shake it. I like it. I like it.
All of the fashion that you've seen here on the show, worn by Kim Somers Egelsee and some of the guests, have been provided by Detour. To find out more information, go to detourstyle.com.